Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be looking at the Javelin 3.0 Sling Pack by Vanquest. They were gracious enough to send this guy over to me so I can review it, and I've been using it off and on as my EDC bag for the past couple months, and it's been doing a really good job. This particular one is in the Multicam color, but it is available in a couple different colors, and this is also their left shoulder variation. I prefer this one for me, but they do have a right shoulder variation. So if you guys decide to order one of these, make sure you pick the right one for you. Now what I've done is I go ahead and loaded out the bag with all the requirements that I would need for a regular day. I have my laptop in there, I have a couple of pouches and accessories, and I also have my CCW firearm. And as you guys can see, the bag is doing a really good job at supporting all that weight very nicely, very comfortable thanks to this nice and wide shoulder strap here. Now speaking of the CCW firearm, before I get started with the review, I wanted to show you guys how to access that. What Vanquest has done is they've added this nice sizable grab handle here on the side of the bag. So all you do is grab onto it and rotate the bag towards the front. Now this is going to give you direct access to the CCW compartment right on top. All you have to do is unzip, reach inside for your firearm, pull it out, and you're ready to go. We'll go ahead and reholster that. Close the zipper, and then you can just go ahead and turn the bag around, and again, you're good to go. So what I'll do now is I'll go ahead and rotate the camera and we'll get a tabletop view of all the different compartments and the key improvements that make this the Vanquest Javelin 3.0. Alright guys, so again this is the Javelin 3.0 Sling Pack by Vanquest. This particular one is in the Multicam colorway. This is one of your premium colors along with the black Multicam colorway. So these are actually coming in at 500D Cordura coated with DuPont Teflon. Now the regular colorways are going to be 1000D Cordura still coated with the DuPont Teflon. So just keep that in mind depending on which colorway you decide to go ahead and order. What I wanted to do is I wanted to go ahead and point out the key improvements that they've made to make this guy the 3.0. So basically the features that they added to make this bag a lot better. And then once we go through looking at the different pockets and things like that, I'll go ahead and reiterate those. So the first thing is it's actually half an inch wider to better fit up to 13-inch laptops, which is great. So it'll accommodate basically whatever laptop you're going to be carrying up to 13 inches. They also upped the total capacity of the bag by 1 liter. So now this is going to be a 16.5 liter bag. So it's going to fit a lot of your EDC essentials perfectly in there. They also added low profile Molly Air, and right now it is covered by the patches that I have on here. But as you guys can see, it is nice and low profile. So the main difference, as you guys see, this is your standard Molly and this is your Molly Air. It is still cut, so you're able to feed the different things through there. And they also have the Velcro on there. So if you want to go ahead and add your morale patches on top of them, you still can go ahead and do that. You also have a larger opening for your CCW slash hydration bladder compartment, which is nice. It actually zips a lot lower now, so it gives you better access to that, especially if you're going to be using that as your CCW pocket. And then the strap right here, the shoulder strap, actually has denser foam padding, which is going to make it a lot more comfortable. And as you saw, if you're going to go ahead and weigh this bag down like I showed you at the beginning of the video, that is going to make the world of difference because it's going to make it a lot more comfortable, and especially when you're carrying like your laptop and things like that. So let's go ahead and go from the top to bottom and then from front to back and looking at the different features. So at the very top here you have a nice sizable grab handle. Again, it is a nylon handle that is box and square stitch right to the bag, and then you have this neoprene section right here which makes it a lot more comfortable to carry. Again, if you're going to weigh this bag down, maybe you have it sitting behind your driver's seat or something like that, you can go ahead and grab onto it and pull it out. And because again it's reinforced nice and on both sides, you're not going to have to worry about ripping it off the bag or anything like that. All your zippers are going to be YKK zippers, and all the tracks have been inverted, so that's going to make it a lot more waterproof, water resistant, and you know, it's going to keep your dust and dirt and grime and stuff like that out. But again, the zipper tracks are nice and smooth. Nice oversized zippers on the main compartment here. You can go ahead and lock them. The other ones all have, even the main compartment one, they all have your paracord pull tabs on there as well, which I think look really cool. They match the bag very nicely, but are also easy to get your finger in there if you need to go ahead and use that to open them up. You have a couple of plastic D-rings here, so if you want to hang other things from there using like a carabiner or something like that, you have one on either side. And you know, again, you still have your MOLLE going through the sides right here, and then on the opposite side as well. Now they do provide all these other little extra tabs, nylon tabs here, which is great because again, if you want to feed different things through there, you know, to manage your gear and stuff like that, you can go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and look at the top right here, starting with this pocket right here. So on the outside, you have some shock cord, and again, you have Velcro right there. So if you want to go ahead and add your morale patches, you can go ahead and do that. And then in the back, it is a pass-through pocket. So if you want to put something through there, maybe like a knife or a smaller umbrella or something like that, you can go ahead and do that. Now, one thing I want to note is that I did add the Vanquest Preppers Color Coding Kit patch on the outside because I have been using this system for some of the gear that I have inside the bag as well. If you guys are interested in that, I actually uploaded a video on what this is all about, so you can go ahead and check it out. So the pocket on the top here, it opens up, and you have a couple of organizational pockets, which are really nice. So you have a big pocket in the back here, and then you have 3 elastic loops there, so you can go ahead and add different things to it. Then you have obviously the open pocket area right there, and then you have this other pocket that has Velcro, so you can secure it and the things won't fall out. So this is an awesome little pocket to get to put in items that are that you need easy access to, you know, daily access to. So maybe your keys, or if you want to put like your cell phone or something like that, you can go ahead and put that in there, and you'll be able to access it rather quickly. Now, because this is a sling bag and it's sometimes designed to kind of sling it around to the front and use it that way, you'll notice that some of these pockets, the orientation is a little bit different than you would find in a normal backpack, like with 2 straps and stuff like that. And that's evident in this pocket right here in the front. So you have a large pocket area here, which unzips, but it only unzips down to here on this side, and then actually unzips all the way down, because again, this is designed so when you have the bag in this orientation, you can go ahead and access it and get to the different gear. Now, the really cool thing about Vanquest is that they pay a lot of attention to exactly what it is that you're going to need. They maximize all the space provided in the bag, so you're going to see a lot of pockets, a lot of compartments, a lot of ways to distribute your gear, and a lot of, you know, easy access to it, easy viewing. So again, the inside is nice and bright orange, so you can see exactly what you have. So this particular pocket right here has a key keeper. You have a large slash pocket in the back, and then a couple of little individual pockets here for pens and things like that. And then you also have on the flap, you have another pocket that it is Velcro, so you can go ahead and close it down. Now, if you do decide to have it in this orientation, you have another pocket in the top here that you can drop stuff into, and you're good to go. So we'll close that one up. And then you have yet another pocket in the front right here. You do have this button right here, which actually is really cool because it holds the zipper up. So that way, you know, people can't easily zip it down, or you can actually feed the zipper pulls right through here and make it that much more difficult for people to get into. So if you're holding like maybe like your passport or documents and stuff like that in there, you can go ahead and do that, and then that way you can still access it. And this pocket, you can either access it from this orientation, or when you're holding it this way in front of you, you can still access it that way as well. And again, this is a great pocket to put easy to get items like snacks or things like that, or again, if you wanted to make it more secure by using the button there, you can put like your passport and things like that. So onto this side, there really isn't anything much until you get to the main compartment. You do have, again, some MOLLE going through the sides there, and then on the opposite side you have a really nice organizational pocket on the outside, what I would consider more like an admin pocket. It opens up all the way, which is really nice. So this flap will actually open up, and then you still have, you know, some more pens and things like that. So if you notice, the pocket in the front had the capability of putting the pens and pencils and whatnot. But again, if you're not using, like you saw, I didn't have any of those in there because I didn't want to use it for that particular purpose. I have it over here, so you have another option to do that. You have yet another key keeper. So again, if you want to put that on this side, you can go ahead and do that. Some slash pockets, and then, you know, I have a couple pens and an extra flashlight in there, and it makes it really easy to get to without having to go all the way into the bag, which is rather nice. All the way to the back now, you have a nice padded on the area on the back here. Again, this is where it's going to be on your back, and On the opposite end is where your CCW compartment will be, or your hydration bladder compartment. So you want this to be nice and padded. It is very, very comfortable. You have a lot of padding on it, which is nice. Down to your strap right here, your shoulder strap. Again, it's nice and wide. They went ahead and did the denser foam padding to make it a lot more comfortable. Now you do get a couple of these Velcro loops here, so that'll help you manage, like if you're using your hydration bladder, the hose, you can feed it through there. You also have another one of those plastic D-ring here, and then a couple more nylon straps right here. So it gives you a lot of areas to either add other pouches or different things to it. You have your nice wide double locking Duraflex buckle here. So again, you have to press down on here and on the sides to be able to unlock it. And then another really cool thing that Vanquest did, again, with the whole idea of maximizing on all the usage, is right in the back here, you have a nice hidden pocket, which is deep enough to where if you have a pocket knife, you can go ahead and slide that in there. And and again, it's out of the way, but it's right there where you can reach into it and grab it very easily. Or if you want to, maybe fit something smaller like a pair of keys or something like that, you can go ahead and do that. Again, all the areas where the different straps and different things connect to the bag itself are all reinforced, double reinforcement, double stitching, box stitching, and things like that, which is really, really good. Like I mentioned already, Vanquest does a really good job at making sure that you're getting high quality materials, high quality craftsmanship, and especially if you're going to be weighing these bags down with a lot of gear, especially if you carry a lot of gear on your regular EDC tasks. So down to these straps right here. So you have the other grab handle right here, which again, it is doubled over with this neoprene coating, which makes it very, very comfortable. And this is going to be the grab handle you're going to use to swing the bag around the front and access your CCW compartment, or just access the different admin compartments and things like that that you might want to get into. Now, besides the regular shoulder strap, you also have a secondary strap right here, which will go around the front. It's like a stabilizing strap, so it'll allow you to have another strap going not just across the shoulder but across your stomach, so you can cinch the bag down. If you're going to be maybe riding a bike or something like that, you don't want the bag bouncing around, this is going to be another option to be able to keep that secure. I always keep that there, but you are able to remove it, and then you can go ahead and actually, if you want to keep it there like I do, you can go ahead and use the little keeper here to secure the extra slack. And then on the opposite end, this is the part that it'll connect to. It's actually nice and rigid, so you can go ahead and unbuckle it and move this around to the front here, where it'll buckle into the extra strap right there. On the bottom, you do have a couple rows of MOLLE, so if you do want to add different pouches or a roll or something like that underneath there, a bedroll, you can go ahead and do that. And then you have a drainage hole right at the bottom here. Again, this is the area that will connect to your, or that would lead into your hydration bladder system. So that's good that they added that. So that is pretty much the whole outside of the bag. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the main compartment so you guys can see how this bag is able to adapt to basically what it is that you need. So the main compartment starts right here. So on this side, the zipper goes down about halfway, and then it actually has a pretty unique track. Now, before I get to that, you do have another one of these buckles or of these buttons here, which allow you to secure it so nobody can open it, or you can go ahead and feed the zipper through there and lock it down. So that's really cool that they included that. You can go ahead and open it. So as I was saying, the track that it follows is actually very unique. It's not a straight down track like you would find in a lot of different bags. And that allows you to actually configure the bag to be able to suit different needs. So as you guys see right now, I have it set up to where with the color coding system, I have different modules in here that are very easy to find. So I have a red one here, a yellow one, a black one, and then with that patch in the front, I can let anybody know, hey, listen, get me my yellow one or get me my black one, or I can say, get me my tools and or get me my comms or anything like that, and they're able to see the patch, see which color it is, and then reach in here and go ahead and grab it. What I'll do now is I'll go ahead and empty out these different pouches. I'm not going to show you what's inside of those because the review is on the bag itself. So here is the inside of the bag. Again, nice and bright, vibrant orange inside. You're able to see exactly what you have in there. And then a couple of the features of the bag, as you guys can see, you do have this divider here. All of the bags will come with 3 of these dividers, which will allow you to move this up and down on the main compartment. You have Velcro on the back and Velcro on the front, and then there's Velcro on both of the sides of the divider also. So what this does is it allows you to convert your bag for different usage. So if you're going to be using your bag, let's say for camera equipment, you can go ahead and move these down and add another divider, and then you can go ahead, that'll give you, so like this, that'll give you two portions where you can maybe put a camera body, a lens, and the inside is nice and padded, so it will keep that all that gear very secure. If you want to go ahead and remove it altogether and just have a nice wide open compartment, you can go ahead and do that as well. And now you have enough room to maybe put some clothes, just use the whole area to stash whatever it is that you need. As I mentioned before, Vanquest does a really good job at taking advantage of every single piece of real estate on the bag. So even on the flap here, you do have an extra pocket, which is Velcro closed, so things aren't going to be falling out. In the back here, you also have another pocket. It's divided in half, so you have this pocket here, and then this pocket here, again, to throw different miscellaneous items in there, maybe chargers or something like that. And then at the very back portion right here, you have the area where your laptop is going to be. Again, this area has been expanded by 1/2 inch wider, so it'll be able to fit up to a 13-inch laptop. My laptop of choice is an 11-inch MacBook Air, and as you guys see, it fits perfectly in there. All right, so you can go ahead and put whatever size laptop up to 13 inches, and this is elastic, so it'll cinch down nice and tight, and your laptop is not going to go anywhere. So that is the main compartment. And then the last compartment is going to be, again, your CCW compartment, which is accessed through here. Like I mentioned already, they went ahead and made this a larger opening to be able to get into it a lot easier. So as you bring it down, the YKK zippers on those inverted tracks do a really good job at not snagging or anything like that. I have my CCW firearm right there in a Vanquest holster. So this is a Velcro holster that just goes Velcro to the back there. And then what I do is I normally carry an extra one of those dividers. That way, if I need to change the configuration of my bag while I'm out and about, I can go ahead and do that while having that other divider in there. So that is the CCW compartment. And that is the Vanquest Javelin 3.0 sling pack. Again, I think with the addition of those key improvements, it makes for a really, really awesome bag. I love the fact that you can modify this bag to fit, pretty much any need that you're going to be doing on a regular basis. So again, if you're just going to carrying EDC, you can do that. If you want to carry some clothes, if you want to carry it to the gym, you can do that. If you want to carry camera equipment, editing equipment, your laptop, hard drives, things like that, you can go ahead and do that as well. And you still have the capability to have your CCW firearm in there, where you can access it very quickly. The good thing about this bag is you can bring it around the front, and again, if you take like public transportation, you don't have to take your bag off. You can just bring it around the front and sit down, and it'll be right there. You have the capability of having these zippers be locked up, so you don't have to worry about people getting into your bag if you have important equipment or papers or anything like that. You can go ahead and lock them up very nicely, and then you have all the Velcro in the front, so you can put your mile patches and identify your bag and things like that. So again, this is the Multicam version, available in 500D Cordura coated with DuPont Teflon. The regular colors will be 1000D, and this is the left shoulder variation. So I'll leave a link below to the Vanquest site in case you guys are interested in checking out this bag or any other bags from Vanquest. Again, I've been using their bags for quite some time, and I think they do a really good job at nailing down exactly what it is that the majority of people need from their bags in order to do their daily work. So there it is. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.